You didn't show love, joy, happiness, or connection because you were emotionally bruised, and fair enough, that shit hurt. You retreated, armoured up, convinced the world was too sharp to meet bare-skinned. But let me break it to you, gently and bluntly. You aren't made to shrink into silence. You were born to radiate. Let's chunk this down like we're 5 years old. You didn't smile because you were sad. Now you smile because you want to feel better. You didn't hug because you were scared. Now you hug because your heart wants to breathe. It's not a duty, it's an opportunity. And every time you do it, even a little, the world shifts with you. Remember when your favourite song came on and you moved like a wild puppy in socks? That wasn't just fun, that was medicine. That was neuroplasticity in motion. That was your nervous system rewiring itself through embodied joy. And science. Science loves this shit. Dopamine rises, oxytocin flows, cortisol drops. Your biology throws a party every time you choose joy over pain. And let's chunk up to the big picture. You're not here to ruminate over old pain. Like it's your favourite bedtime story, you're here to write new ones. To be so goddamn radiant that people feel safer just by being near you. Not because you're perfect, but because you're real. Let's talk about fear. Why are you afraid to shine? Maybe you think people will misunderstand. Maybe they'll think you're too much, too loud, too bright. So what? That is their mirror, not your truth. Shine anyway. You already know how to do this. When you held the door and smiled, you gave joy. When you comforted your friend and cracked a joke, you shared healing. When you let go of that petty resentment, you reclaimed your peace. Now do it on purpose. This isn't about forcing anything, it's about remembering who the fuck you are. The more you pour love into others, the more it spills back into you. It's not spiritual karma, it's just resonance. And if you ever doubt this, test it. Smile at 5 people today. Watch what happens. Observe your body. Notice your energy shift. Here's the kicker. Every emotion that you repress becomes a parasite. But every emotion you express with authenticity becomes a fucking superpower. Hurt transmuted becomes compassion. Regret transmuted becomes wisdom. Fear transmuted becomes action. And let's face it, getting stuck in your old patterns, that was never about truth. It was about safety. You stayed small because it felt easier than risking rejection. But now, that story's expired. Time to interrupt those top-draining patterns. The I'll be happy after I heal lie. Trash it. Healing is the joy. That I can't be happy if others are suffering guilt. Useless martyrdom. That they won't understand me if I change fear. Let them fucking watch. And here is your upgraded frame. When you shine, others don't shrink, they expand. When you give joy freely, it doesn't diminish, it multiplies. When you laugh, it's not silly, it's strategic alchemy. Install this deep. Your joy is sacred. Your presence is an intervention. Your light fucks with darkness in all the right ways. So next time you feel the old pattern whispering, be quiet, be small, be careful. You whisper back, fuck that. I'm here to bless this place, and you are. So breathe, dance, speak, love, not to impress, not to fix. Just because you can. Because you fucking are it. And the world is waiting for you to remember.